Hi guys, welcome back to today's tutorial. Yeah, I know it's been a while. Yes, I was actually attending to the clients and customers, so please pardon me, but I'm back fully. So in the spirit of the break, we had to do some things that we've not done before. So permit me to show you guys how I made my headband gele. So this is my first time of making the headband gele, so if I had made mistake, please correct me, and if you feel I've done a good job, so give me a thumbs up, like and share our video. All right, here with me is a gele. I don't know the English name, so someone should just tell me the English name. So in Nigeria, it's actually called gele. So I don't know the kind of gele this is. So actually, these are of two types. One, the green one is a bit stiffer. I mean, it's a bit stiff. It's very strong compared to the blue one. So also we'll be using the scuba. This is a scuba material. It's elastic in nature, so it's also good for headband um stuff. So now this is the second gele. Yeah, this is a lot softer than the green one, so you can actually see for yourself, and it's a bit longer than the green one too. So we're actually going to be taking the measurement of this gele so we can know how best to use them. So now for me, because it's too long, I'll be folding it. I'll actually be folding so that when I take the measurement, you'll be able to see it, and you can see what I'm actually doing already. So for this length, it's 22 inches, so we have to be timesing it by 4 because I folded into 4. So that's why we are timesing, or we are multiplying it by 4 rather. All right, so after that, we'll actually be putting this aside, and so that we can actually take the measurement of the green gele. So the same thing will be repeated for this green gele, and I think we had a 17 inches. So but just watch how I did it. I actually had to fold it into 4. I had to fold it into 4 so that the camera can be able to capture the whole gele. So basically that is what it is. So as I'm taking it, you can actually see the whole thing. Now you can see it's 17 inches, so we have to be multiplying it by 4. So that's just it. So aside from that, if you are cutting your scuba, please please make sure you're actually cutting the elastic part of it, because if you are not doing that, it might not give you the elastic nature when you finally sew your headband. And we'll be needing needle and thread, some scissors, measuring tape, and that is just it, and of course our scuba. And if I had a tailoring chalk, I would have used it. I think I've exhausted the one I had, so we'll be using a pen here. So now you can see I'm actually stretching to know this is the part I'll be using, so just so you understand. Now I'll be taking the head circumference, and basically what it's because it's elastic in nature, I'll be taking 22 inches, but I think I had to even take the 23 inches because you will also be creating a seam allowance though. So that is what it is. Then the width will be 6 inches. So length is 23 inches, the width is 6 inches. So that is what it is. And after you get the measurements, please endeavor to cut out neatly as I did. And afterwards we'll be moving to the next stage, which is joining the headband together, the material together, to actually form, in order for us to make the headband. All right, so you can see guys, I'm already marking out the measurements in order for me to be able to cut them rightly, and afterwards form the headband. So after cutting, of course we'll be pinning, then we will now run it through the machine, as I mean the sewing machine. You can also use a needle and thread if you so wish, you understand. So but one thing is sure, if you have an advanced sewing machine, you can actually hem the tips so that it doesn't don't use a regular stitching of the sewing machine, rather you use the zigzag method or the way to hem the tip of the stitches that they use in hemming the tips of fabrics. That should also be something you should consider. But due to the fact that our sewing machine is one of the it's one of the best and primitive one, so basically we don't have that kind of stitch on our sewing machine, so I'm actually going to be using um, a regular stitching to run my fabric. So basically that is what it is. So now you can see us cutting the fabric already, and I'm trying as much as possible to make it a straight line, and I hope I tried. All right, so when you would we're done cutting, of course, like I said earlier on, we'll be pinning, then from there we'll run the fabric through our sewing machine. All right, so now let's get down to other things that are important on this channel. If this is your first time of clicking on this channel, thank you for coming, thank you for clicking rather, and welcome to First Millenary. So I would also want you to consider subscribing. Also click on the bell right beside the subscribe button. Immediately you subscribe to the channel so that you will always be notified anytime we upload our videos. And also I would like you guys to also like and share our videos in order for us to be able to reach out to other people that needs things of this nature. Thank you so much for clicking, and welcome to First Millenary. If you're new here, right again, my name is Sarah. We actually manage First Millenary. So welcome to our family, and for our old time subscribers, thank you for clicking. Welcome back. If it's been a long time you actually viewed our channel, welcome back, and thank you for also clicking. All right, so heading to our work, you can see also determine the right side and the wrong side of the fabric. The wrong side, of course, should be the dull side of the fabric, and the right side should be the shining part of the fabric. So when you determine that, if it's a two-faced fabric, you can just simply if it's a similar fabric face, or how do I even say it, if both sides are almost the same, you can as well run the stitch or fold either way, you understand. So right now I've determined the wrong side, and also I've also determined the right side. So I've actually folded into half, and then I'm already pinning, as you can see. So after pinning, of course, we'll now have to run it through the sewing machine, and I'll be showing you the final results and what next to do. So keep watching. Love you guys. So already you can see we've already finished sewing the whole thing, and now we'll be turning it inside out, and afterwards we'll be joining the two ends. And also note that if you want your joint, okay, let me wait till when it's done, so that you when it's time for that, so that you actually understand the whole thing. So just so we can see how to turn a fabric inside out, that is why I decided to show this. I'm not too good at it, but I was able to do something, you can see. So I'm using a scissors to actually make sure I'm able to do it. Yeah, so, and it's a lot easy rather than you just trying to squeeze in the fabric to actually turn it inside out. You understand that other method that is a bit tedious. This is a lot easy. If you don't know it, learn it now. So after, you can see we have turned it inside out, and now we'll be joining the two ends, you understand. So you can see what it is. We'll be joining the two ends now. Now you can join it this way I'm holding it, so that by the time you add your gele, the stitch will be covered. Or you can decide to join it the way I ended up joining it. So just turn the wrong side of it and join there. But by the time you tack your gele, the stitch will be showing underneath. But it will be hidden by the time the owner wears it, or by the time you wear it. So it doesn't really matter, except for the fact that you really want to make it neat, or you want it to be so perfect, then you can actually hide the stitch right under the gele. So by the time you are trying to form the stitch, make sure you are stitching on the wrong side. That's why you're facing it's on the wrong side. I hope I'm communicating here. So now we'll be moving to the second scuba, which is the green one, and we'll also be doing the same thing. You can see we've already done it, and now we'll be forming our gele. You understand? So now with this length of gele, I'm actually going to be cutting it into two, right? I'll be slanting it into two, or is it slanting or slashing it into two? So by the time I'm done slashing, of course, you will see how I did it, so that by the time you're ready to do yours, you'll be able to know how best to do it. You understand? So now I actually test if needle could penetrate, and of course, I saw how easy it was to easy it was for needle to penetrate. So I was a bit convinced that I was going to use a needle. At first, I was like, if it's not going to work, maybe I'll go for a harder or a thicker needle. So, but the medium-sized needle was okay for me. But eventually, when I was about to do the second one, which is a green gele, which is a lot thick, which is a lot stronger than the blue one, I had to resort back to the fat, long needle that hairdressers use, if you understand, if you can relate to that. All right, so that is what it is. So, and you can see how I'm actually cutting out the gele, so that I'll have a whole length of a gele. You understand? So I don't want to cut the gele into two equal parts, more like slashing it from the middle or something. But I think this is the best way, so that by the time you're ready to form your rose, it will be a lot fluffy and full. You understand? So now for us to actually form the rose, you can slant the side of the folded part of the gele, or you can decide to just fold it equally and then tack the end. You understand? So but if you'd want, you can actually slant it, but this is the normal way you might just want. But my fear is that after stitching this way, it can easily rest, but by the time you twist one side of the gele, it remains puffy, because it's, of course, it's not regular like when you were stitching it. So it can't actually resort to flatness, or it can't actually flatten up in future. So that is the reason why I slanted it sideways to stitch. All right, so also, like I said, determine the wrong side and the dull side, or the right side and the dull side, so that you know how best to actually sew your gilly. So I've actually determined the right side, and I'm folding in, and now I'll be tacking. I'll start giving it a regular stitch with a needle and thread. And as you are stitching, of course, be squeezing the stuff in the gilly, so that you will be able to um finish, you'll be able to tack it when you the whole thing, the whole gele have finished squeezing. I don't know why, I'm just, this is just a gele. It's not like it's a fascinator or a hat where my mouth will be running. All right, so just keep watching. I hope you're enjoying it, and that's Okay, guys, so I hope you guys will notice how we started with the rows. We actually tried to fold the tip in, then we tacked, then we started rolling. And as you're rolling, you'll be tacking, and that is just what it is. And in order not for you to stress yourself while tacking through the different layers of the roses, when you mix up, when you get to the second layer, of course you'll be tacking with the first layer. When you get to the second third layer, of course you'll be tacking with the second layer. In that manner, that way you will not have to be passing the needle through the whole layers of the rows. Hope you understand me. So I'll actually be showing how I did it. If you can actually notice it in this blue gele, you of course notice it because I made it very glaring while I was doing the green rose with the gele. You understand? So I will expect you guys to keep watching till that point so that you see a clearer view of how I tack the rows together. So that is just it. So just keep enjoying. We'll still have enough of things to share with you on this video, or in this video, or in this tutorial video. So guys, I expect you to keep watching, and I hope you're enjoying the whole thing. Okay, guys, I hope you guys already see that we are done with the blue gele. So in order for us to actually show you the way we actually tacked, but especially for the green gele, that is a lot thicker than the blue gele. You can see that we can't even use a regular thread, and of course we can't also use a medium sized needle. So I had to actually go for a longer needle, and of course I was able to use a fishing line for the green gele. So also, like I promised earlier on, that I was going to be showing how I tacked while I was forming the rows. Now take for instance, you've already started the rows and you're already at the third layer. Of course, now you'll be seeing how I'll be tacking the third layer to the second layer. Instead of me to pass the needle from the third to the first layer, that's from the third layer to the point that we started. No, you don't do that because you get yourself all stressed out. So just make sure that the the gele is actually a bit extended from where the second layer of the of the flap stops, so that you will see the transition. Is it Jesus? English, you see how the layers appears, you understand? I mean the layers of the roses, you understand? So while you form that, of course you start tacking the second layer to the third layer, or the third layer to the second layer. I beg, that is just what it is. I hope you guys understand, and I hope when you're doing yours you understand better. So that is just why I had to show you the second gele, because I felt maybe in while I was doing this first gele, it wasn't really showing because the whole thing was just all together. So but this one was a lot open, so there was room for me to show you how I tacked the rose, or the rose gilly, or the gilly rose. All right, so guys, that is what it is, and I hope you guys are enjoying. So keep watching till the end of the video, and I hope you guys will be able to practice it, and also remember to like this video, share, and also be able to subscribe if